Hello gin lovers and welcome back to another episode of No Nonsense Gin Reviews with me, Bobby Freeman. Now then, we've got a very interesting gin for you today because this one, my friends, is, what's it called again? Oh yes, Hortus. That's right, Hortus. Now a lot of you are scratching your heads thinking, what the hell is Hortus? Well, I shall tell you. This is made and distilled by a budget supermarket here in the UK called Lidl. Now, for those of you who don't know Lidl, I mean, I think it's very big here in Europe. I don't think it's in the US yet, so you probably won't be able to get this. But if you ever do visit the UK, get yourself down to Lidl because this is a very interesting gin. I haven't actually tried this particular brand. They do lots of different brands. This is their original one. I can't remember the other one that I tried, but it had a green label. I should be looking it up. But today is going to be a very unique test because all my other gins, I've usually tried them before. I'm just sort of reliving the experience with you. However, this little chap, I have not tried at all. So this is a blind test. I've never actually tried this one before. Now, they don't have their own website, Hortus. It is literally distilled by Lidl. So I was very limited to what information I could find out about the distillery. I presume they're quite young, but let's have a look. Apparently, it's got a little label around here. So this says it's got it's taste approved by the Good Housekeeping Institute 2018. I don't know what that is, but that sounds very impressive. What does it say in here? That's some serving suggestions. We don't care about that. Here we go. Hortus Original Gin. A small batch distilled London dry gin with fresh citrus, we like that, and green herbaceous notes. Oh, I love a herbaceous note. The botanicals are carefully added by hand. Nice. Well, I don't really care whether they're added by hand or foot or whatever, or robot. I don't know if it makes a difference. But it's nice that someone's keeping a job. And left to steep for at least 8 hours before distillation. And then there's a little picture of a tortoise on there, which I like. Let's take him off, shall we? So, we always, as you know, on No Nonsense Gin Reviews, we always do the cork test first, the sound of the cork test. So, let's, I think it's going to be a good one. Let's give it first a twist. Oh, no squeak of the cork. Okay, fair enough. Let's go for the pop. Hang on. Oh, it's a lovely little pop. A cute little, very sort of gentle little, like a little child's pop. We like that. They're very good. A little bit of a boop. I do prefer a pop with more a bass, like a boom, but we'll take that. I think that's quite nice. It's nice to have a bit of variation because we've had some very deep tone pops recently. Anyway, let's get on to the sniffing, shall we? Because that's one of my, not my favourite parts, but I think it's a part we need to do. Ooh. Okay. There's not a lot going on in the aroma department, I must say. It's pretty much just gin. Just the gin. Some of them are very deceptive. Some of them don't give much away in the aroma. Some of them give like loads away in the aroma and they don't really give anything with the taste. So I couldn't really tell you anything different than that it's just gin at the moment. So let's give it a go. Because I was very, very impressed by the other one with the green label. So I'm hoping its brother here is going to be as impressive, if not more. So let's get the old tonic in the glass there, shall we? Tonic in the glass. Don't make it too strong. Give it a bit of a swirl around. Oh, hello. No. Now the tonic very often brings out a little bit more in the aroma. And I'm getting... Oh yes, it seems to have gone. For a second there, slightly more, almost like a floral sort of tone. It definitely went a stage kind of more colourful, a little bit more, maybe a little bit fruity, maybe a little dab of citrus in there, which we always like in the gin. So let's get it in the old mouth, shall we, and see what we think. Oh yes. Oh my god, that's amazing. I thought this was going to be really dull because the test was so I think I've over diluted it a little bit. Let me get another bit in. The smell was very, very mundane, but the taste is much. Hang on. Oh my god, that's lovely. That's really nice. There's loads of kind of like floral notes in there, almost a bit kind of... You're definitely getting citrus, which is always a good thing. We like the citrus base. It's got a very, very subtle pepperiness. The gin always has to have a bit of pepper, as I've said before, but it's very, very subtle. It's a very light gin. It's very, very soft. And it's almost a little bit, just a tiny bit, I don't know if it's my imagination, maybe just a little whiff of lavender in there. Yeah, the juniper obviously is there, because that's a staple, the botanical of the gins, but that is such a light, it's very subtle. I wouldn't say it's hugely strong flavours, they're not big flavours like like in the Silent Pool when you get the that sort of a shot of honey, and obviously things like the Whitley Neal rhubarb and ginger, which is like boom, massive puncher in the face flavour, but it's very, very nice. Some of these gins, like with the more stronger flavours, I would drink them rarely because they're a bit of a novelty, as I've said, novelty gins. This is kind of just a nice staple gin. It reminds me a bit of Beefeater. Now, Beefeater, as you know, if you've seen my videos, it's my staple, go-to, stalwart, central column holding the gin temple together. And this, I tell you what, that could be a little pillar right next to the Beefeater, giving it a little bit extra support. That is a really nice gin. And I tell you what, the best thing about this gin, not only is it very, very nice, which I'm quite pleased about, it is exactly the same price as the much bigger bottle than that. So size for size, exactly the same price as Gordon's. And which, if you've seen my Gordon's video, please do. This is not a good gin, and it's cornered the market, okay? But if you are on a budget, I can understand why you would be drawn to it, because it's only 15 quid for a bottle this size. However, my top tip to you today, ladies and gentlemen, is if you are on a budget and you want to get a cheaper gin, but you want something nice, get yourself down to Lidl and buy yourself some Hortus Original, because that, my friends, is excellent gin for a very, very excellent price. So, what a pleasing little video that is. I like that. I'm happy with that. Let's pop the cork back in. Lovely. So, Lidl, Hortus, keep up the good work. And I will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I don't know what we'll be reviewing. I haven't decided yet. But this is as ever, No Nonsense Gin Reviews, and I'm Bobby Freeman. I will see you next time.